Good Monday morning, 95 Network members. Monday morning is always a difficult day for most pastors. One is because you're tired from the day's activities of yesterday. Sometimes it's because you're looking at the figures, the stats, and all the accounting of what took place yesterday, and either your attendance was what you wanted it to be, or your attendance wasn't, or your finances, the offering was or wasn't. And so I know how Mondays are. Some pastors actually take Mondays off. Um, what I want to encourage you to do this particular Christmas season, as we're kind of full blown into the season, is as a member of 95 Network, we would love to know what you are doing specifically at your church this Christmas season. I know for lots of churches, you'll do Christmas Eve candlelight services. Those are huge across the country. It's really one of the most highest attended events that churches do throughout the year, especially if you're more of a traditional church. But if you're doing some innovative things, some innovative ideas, we would love to hear what you're doing. So if you just post that in the feed here inside of membership, man, we would appreciate that. We just want to rejoice with you and kind of find out what God's doing around the country within the 95 Network membership. And then the second thing I wanted to do is just kind of encourage you as you move into this season, man. We've been doing a lot of encouraging this year. We know what it's been like, the difficulty, the stress and strain of ministry as we're kind of finding our new balance and our new level of how we're going to do ministry moving forward. And it's been hard. It's been stressful. That's one of the reasons why 95 Network has focused on providing the soul care essentials this year. And we've got a ton of conferences. I'll talk more about that later and in days to come. We've got a lot of soul care essential conferences coming up throughout the country. But I wanted just to leave this word with you today. You know, the Bible says that Jesus is the Prince of Peace. And I think one of the things that we are misled to do at Christmas is, the Andy Williams great song, "This is the most wonderful time of the year." Sometimes it's really not the most wonderful time of the year. And if you've been pressured and stressed out and you're just feeling a loss and even beginning to question whether you want to keep doing ministry or not, what it can tend to be is it's the most wonderful time to put on a face or to fake being happy or being peaceful. And I just want to remind you that that's the Christmas season is really about the peace of heaven coming to earth in Jesus, the Prince of Peace. Peace is not something. It's not fake. It's not a facade. It's not something that you put on, especially as a leader. You can have true peace. And so I want to encourage you as you lead through this season. If you get to a point, or if you are already at a point and you need help, please reach out to us. If we can't help you at 95 Network, we've got friends, we've got the Full Strength Network, we've got some other folks that would love to help you. But I don't want you to go through this season. I'm going to tell you one thing, and then I'm going to wrap up about this season. For most of my life, I really dreaded the Christmas season. And it's not because I don't love the message of Christmas. I dreaded it because we were always just so broke. I remember this song from when I was a kid. It was in a country music song, and it was called "If We Make It Through December, We'll Be Fine." And that song was start in my head around the 1st of December and go all the way to New Year's, because it was always like I'm struggling to find finances to buy my kids stuff for Christmas. And so I'm going to tell you honestly, I spent a lot of my time during my Christmases as a pastor putting on the facade. This was the most wonderful time of the year. But I can assure you that today it is really wonderful, and there is peace and there is joy, and I want you to experience that. So again, if you need help, if you need to talk to somebody, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here for you. That's why the 95 Network membership exists. And we love you, believing in you, and hope you have the greatest Christmas season ever. And so again, remember, please post anything in the feed here on the membership page that you may be doing that's really special this Christmas season. And we just can't wait to hear what God's doing. Have a great week.